On December 24th, 1983, in the rural outskirts of Walker, Iowa, the holiday quiet was shattered by a chilling discovery. A young man named Ronald Lee Novak was found dead in his home. But this was no accident, nor even a natural tragedy. Ron Novak was beaten, shot, and left frozen cold in an unheated storeroom of his farmhouse. His hands were tied behind his back. His body was bruised, broken by blows from hammers and golf clubs. Both weapons found near his lifeless body. One gunshot wound was also found to the chest. And that is how his life ended. For decades, the mystery of who did this and why went unsolved. The wounds frozen in time haunting his family and the community through the years. Ron was 24 years old, a graduate from Jefferson High School, and the youngest of 7 siblings. Despite the pain and stress of those early days, an ache lingered. It promised that someday justice might come. Ron's brother found his body that Christmas Eve. According to reports, Ron's girlfriend spoke to him just hours before his death. They planned to meet, but fate had intervened. Ron had been unusually anxious in the days leading up to the murder. Neighbors recalled his house had been broken into recently. Though nothing had been stolen, Ron feared he was being watched. For years, the case went cold. The technology of the 1980s was limited, and law enforcement was left with little to go on but a brutal scene. But science was quickly marching forward. In the 2010s, advancements in DNA testing had reignited hope. Before long, a breakthrough was made. DNA from blood skin cells found on Ron's clothing and on the hammer at the scene was also tested and then retested. Investigators teamed up with modern genetic genealogy experts, piecing together DNA matches that led to a suspect living hundreds of miles away in Oregon. That person was Michael Scott Shapert, a man who was at the time 23 years old, being the murderer who is now in his late 60s. In May of 2025, after nearly 42 years of silence, Michael Shapert was arrested in Oregon and charged with first-degree murder. Police believe that Shapert broke into Ron's home with at least one accomplice with the intent on robbery, the victim's marijuana and cash as their target. Shapert told investigators he was hitchhiking through Iowa at the time, claiming he had another person had gone to Ron's home to clean up after an injury during trapping. The investigation remains open as authorities continue searching for other people that were involved. For Ron's sister, Patty Wilson, the arrest is surreal, a bittersweet victory after a lifetime trapped in uncertainty. She wishes her late mother and brother, who had passed away without answers, could witness justice being finally served. It's been a long, long ride for us, Patty told the reporters. We didn't know if we'd ever see this day. Despite the pain in the case being reopened, it offers the faint hope of closure, a reminder that even decade-old wounds can find healing and justice can arrive no matter the time. As forensic science grows more powerful, solved cold cases like Ronald Novak's become beacons. They show the enduring strength of truth and the faith of families who never gave up. Ron's story is a solemn testament to the power of perseverance and the relentlessness of justice, even when frozen in time. Thank you for joining us for this episode, reflecting on a cold case that defined the time, technology, and silence for over 40 decades. May we remember Ron Novak and all those waiting for answers. I'm John.